Have you ever felt a heaviness in your chest, a tightness in your throat, or a wave of panic rush over you as you approached a new challenge? Have you ever found yourself paralyzed, unable to move forward, because the voice in your head kept whispering, "You can't do this"? If you have, you're not alone. Every single person, at some point, has felt the gripping hand of fear hold them back. But here's the truth that nobody tells you. Fear is not the enemy. Fear is simply a signal, an indicator that you are on the edge of something greater. Fear is the internal alarm that goes off just before you are about to experience growth. And here's the amazing part. You get to choose how you respond to that fear. What if I told you that instead of retreating, you could embrace that fear, face it head on, and step forward into the unknown with power and confidence? What if I told you that fear doesn't have to be a wall that blocks you? It can be a doorway that leads to the life you've always dreamed of. Take a moment and ask yourself, what is it that you truly want in life? What are your deepest dreams, your biggest aspirations? Maybe it's to start your own business, to chase a career you're passionate about, to go after a relationship that you believe in, or even to finally take control of your health and well-being. Now, ask yourself this: what's stopping you? Is it the fear of failure? The fear of judgment? Or perhaps it's the fear of disappointment, the fear that all of your efforts will come to nothing? But what if I told you that these fears, these voices that are holding you back, are not as powerful as they seem? What if I told you that these fears can be conquered, one step at a time, and that every time you face your fears, you become stronger, braver, and more unstoppable? Here's the most powerful truth. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the willingness to act in the face of it. Think about the people you admire most. Think about the individuals who inspire you, the ones who seem unshakable, who've achieved incredible things. Do you believe they never felt fear? Of course they did. Every one of them felt fear, and some of them felt it more deeply than you can imagine. But they didn't let that fear control them. They didn't let it stop them from taking that first step. What separates the ones who succeed from the ones who never even try is their ability to take action despite fear. Consider the example of Nelson Mandela. Here's a man who spent 27 years in prison, who was imprisoned for fighting for what was right, for fighting against the injustice of apartheid. Do you think he was never afraid? Absolutely, he was. But he chose not to let that fear define him. He chose to act, even when the world around him was uncertain. And because he chose action over fear, he became one of the most revered leaders in modern history. If Nelson Mandela had allowed fear to rule him, if he had allowed the doubt, the pressure, and the uncertainty to stop him, we might never have known his name. But he didn't. He broke through the walls of fear, and he walked into the light of his purpose. And then there's J.K. Rowling, the woman who wrote the Harry Potter series. Before she became one of the richest authors in the world, she was a single mother living in poverty, struggling to get by. She faced countless rejections from publishers, each one a blow to her dreams. But she kept going. She kept writing. She kept believing in her story, even when fear told her, "It's not good enough. You're not good enough. No one will want to read this." But Rowling ignored that voice. She took action anyway. And today, we all know the success of the Harry Potter series. She didn't let fear determine her future. She decided that her dreams were worth fighting for, even when fear was telling her otherwise. What's the difference between you and these incredible people? Nothing but your mindset. You have the same potential to achieve greatness. You have the same ability to push through fear and turn your dreams into reality. The only thing holding you back is how you respond to fear. If you continue to give in to fear, you will remain stuck in the same place, never moving forward, never growing. But if you decide to face fear, if you decide to act despite it, you will break free from the chains that have kept you small. Fear is just a feeling, it is not the truth. Now, let's dive into how you can conquer fear in your own life. The first step is to acknowledge it. Don't ignore fear. Don't pretend it's not there. Fear is a natural human response to the unknown, but it doesn't have to control you. Acknowledge it. Say, "Yes, I am scared right now, but I will do it anyway." Fear loses its power when you stop running from it. Instead, face it. Say, "You may be here, but you will not stop me." The second step is to take action. When you feel fear, take action immediately. Don't give your mind time to talk you out of it. Start small. Take one tiny step toward your goal. If you've been wanting to start a business, take one step today. Maybe it's researching your idea or calling a mentor. If you've been wanting to get healthier, take the first step today by going for a walk or making a healthy meal. When you act in the face of fear, you are telling yourself, "I am bigger than my fears. I am capable of more than I think." The third step is to reflect on your progress. Once you've taken that step, look at how far you've come. Feel the confidence that grows within you as you continue to conquer fear. Realize that every time you take action, you are building resilience. You are creating a version of yourself that can no longer be stopped. It's time to break free from the shackles of fear. It's time to stop waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect conditions. There will never be a perfect moment. The time is now. What are you going to do today that will move you closer to your dreams? What will you do to take control of your fears, face them head on, and take action? Remember, you are fearless inside. Your potential is limitless. There is nothing you cannot achieve if you choose to step forward, even with fear in your heart. So what are you waiting for? Take that first step today. Conquer your fear. Live your dream.